Hey, oh, back and back and back. So, nobody turned up for the Friday, Saturday night multiplayer, so I'm just going to continue on with recording this. It'll be one really big episode, but it'll be an episode. Now, I looked up Spectrum Green, and there should be a bottle somewhere in... I know there should be a bottle somewhere in the orchard. So...
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Exit. Was that supposed to be Ruth Bellamy or Halcyon Helen? Everybody look at it. Oh my god, you can actually see the little fucker in the bottle at the bottom right. Alright, so there's supposed to be a bottle somewhere in one of these areas that are available to watch.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Baby, baby, baby. What's up, Buck?
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I'll fix you right up!
I turned these off.
Covering you! All right!
Well, sweet hello there,
fuck.
valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Another one of those smiles. I'm starting to think there's something in the water, Cap.
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
I'm here for investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
I don't think Halcyon had those.
For sure there is. The Health and Safety Bureau is board-run and certified. So in Aerodynamos, all inspectors effectively work for Rizzo's. Well, and other representative member corporations of the board. It turns out, the other board corps get a hearty chuckle out of harassing Rizzo's with regular safety checks. It's really not fair if you think about it. Just because we own less shares on the board than the others doesn't mean we should have to deal with health and safety inspections when the others don't.
Guess they are lucky day then. No health concerns here.
Oh, goody. It seems I was unduly worried that something must have fallen through regarding our monthly bribe to Slug.
I'm just looking at Halcyon Helen's killer.
Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know what I mean.
Elaborate on that.
Someone hit her in the head, real hard. Then she died. Can't imagine who might have had the hitting power to crack a skull. Well, aside from one of our tossball hackers, I guess. But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy Rizzo's employee in all of Aerodynamos. No diddly-dee-dum, you won't. Ha ha ha!
You seen any murder weapons?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes. She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
I mean, you're going is probably worse. Bye.
Of course.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around.
Yeah,
There's
shut
a
up. Shut up. I don't want to look at that fucking thing sticking out the side of your neck anymore. Ugh. Probably to make your player not want to fucking engage. Anyway, building here's first. Because it's the first one we came to. Oh. Well, okay. That was a lucky find. Yeah, like I said in the last couple of episodes, I really think she was an investigator. Using star status as a cover to get in and out of places. That's probably how she rose in the ranks so fast as well, is because, you know, she got boosted by the board or something, whoever's hired her.
I didn't know Rizzo's made a Gatling gun. Seems a mite unnecessary.
Seems a mite awesome. Give that gun directly to me.
Give that gun directly to me. 140 DPS. There you go, Naoka. Make good use of that, would you? I really don't want to see what happens when she starts shooting things with that, but we'll find out, won't we? Anyway, let's go see this seer woman who is, not seer, money making bitch, whatever she was called. Yeah, let's go do that now we know what happened. There was fucking strange leeches in the alcohol that they were killing people with. Hello.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell, he's dead.
Shit, that's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
He attacked Amelia Stillwell, who unintentionally killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
What happened was tragic. Also, Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
You want the facts, that's what I found. Me either, but I intend to find out.
Good for you. That's a nice go-getter attitude you got there. I hope you do figure it out, but my involvement ends here. I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. We're short-staffed as it is. A new day, a new pain in my ass. Wish I could do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do, but she could do that. Right, so. Yeah, I'll probably quicker just to fucking run.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Thank you. Already get that one with you.
Sorry!
Who in the name of the law was supposed to be watching the wilderness checkpoint?
They brought Raptidons here too. I appreciate the effort to make me feel at home, but you top rungers are fucking stupid.
Oh, I wonder if you could actually jump right over that. No, there's an invisible barrier, right? Ah! Yeah. Oh, well. Well, that happened. There was an invisible barrier right there, and they decided to remove it.
Enjoying your stay.
So I guess the still maybe are still quest locked. Okay. Okay. The poor little bastard just sitting there.
Anybody bring Raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals?
Right, so I guess there's still no getting there. Righty-ho, that's the game saying, fuck you, don't do a quest before you're supposed to. I thought I had something else in that slot. Oh, okay, it was that.
Incoming!
Nothing like a good tussle.
Oh shit.
Hey, Inspector.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. I'm going to see this guy about why I was going through my room, and all of a sudden we're attacked by a bunch of fucking nutjobs.
I could use a new pair of glasses. Can't imagine where you misplaced.
Just why is there a parasite here? Hang on, was that a high level shot cannon? Yes! Hyper is a new level. Oh yeah! Okay, we look out for more powerful weapons now.
Your watch has someone's initials inscribed on it.
Must be an antique.
But aren't those your initials?
Ha! What a coincidence.
Hey, you. Come take a look. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it? I've got it.
Okay. What have you got? What's this? Personality attributes +1. Sneak +10. Okay. Might buy that later just so because it's unique, but other than that, no.
If you lose anything,
She may have a quest.
I knew... Junk. My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
So how'd you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
I mean you stole it.
I would certainly not admit to that even if it were true. Take a look for yourself.
You okay?
Me? Oh sure, terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
Docking fines?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict?
Can I help?
You sure can. Buy some of my goods, and it'll count towards paying off my docking fines. And the delinquency fees that are accruing on top of them.
My word. Yeah. It's starting to feel like I'm back in my own workplace. That's what it is these days. This is literally what the reality is these days.
Sure he's not in the museum.
Even if he is, no one will think you dressed the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first.
Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Puncture wounds near his collarbone. I'm having trouble finding an exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
I'd rather not speculate. What does the analysis tell you?
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Smallest caliber ammunition I've ever seen. Those are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
This is all some big publicity stunt, isn't it? She's all alive and she's the one doing all this shit, isn't she? Do you think he'll miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I think it finds its potential evidence here.
Easy.
It's like a dog's ears waggling in there. Things on the side. Got a higher level of gear now. I think I can have a better assault rifle now. The shitty shit I've got.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Perez Spaceport.
I really wanted to taste that to see what Pavarti
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company probably would have scrapped it for parts.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she's dead. Or there's some kind of time travel shit going on and it's us in the future coming back and doing all this shit. Right, okay. Oh, so I have to go back there and get that. Okay. And or just tell me go and complete the main quest of the DLC. They really don't like you doing anything outside of the main quest, do they? Do you want to do all the side quests? Well, fuck you until you do what I say. Hello, Norval.
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the Penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere. Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat.
Did you know the victim?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terra on Monarch reunion episode.
Were the newer studio episodes that bad?
Of course! Budgets went up, but the writing quality chewed straight through the floorboards and free fell into Halcyon's son. I'm supposed to believe Helen would let the chief of the Savages go free? Just since he was revealed to be her half-cousin? He's a dissident! You kill him! I, like most fans, reckon this series should go back to its roots. Another 200 episodes of the Origins plotline is what we really want. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Okay. Well, isn't Lord Bellhop Elaine Norville himself?
What? Oh, Laws, you didn't find my story, did you? Sakes alive, that's embarrassing as all hell. I guess I should have hid it better. Well, since there's no way to put the leather boa back in the skinning machine, I might as well ask. What did you think?
It was readable.
Well, it's only a second draft. I obviously wouldn't submit it to be turned into a serial until at least draft 4. I mean, I wouldn't submit it to be serialized at all.
How did you get to be a bellhop? Okay, crime scene.
Please do.
Did you see Helen the day of death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing? No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
I think we both know that you're itching to gossip.
Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
What's the deal with the profit of profitability?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
Didn't they get along?
Or as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the profit was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more. I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
Any idea who wanted to do Helen then?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Nope, but I still want to hear them. Anyway, any details on how you came across it?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
Any idea where Helen be in the ballroom after hours?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Did you kill her? You can tell me if you did, it'll be our secret. It's okay.
What? No! Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day. Sure. What's on your mind?
Okay, bye-bye. Perfect, huh?
Aha! Next up.
Oh, Jennifer. Okay.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
And more than a few lives. Doesn't that bother you?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens, the administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer. Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's RR&D labs. Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend.
Oh, wow.
We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent. All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
I don't think anybody's dead. I think this is all one big fucking publicity stunt. Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's R&D lab.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
Of course, there's also my other theory that Helen is a detective like us. And she faked her own death so she could get further into this mystery. What are you going to show her during the tour?
Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations.
All I know is that she was there before she died.
You haven't provided me with much information, but I understand that you're avoiding conjecture. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
That's interesting. That's not showing a waveform. That's showing a background with a shadow on top of it. To make it look like there's a waveform. Anyway, someone stole data from one of your terminals.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge or FIFA resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
This happened just before the Waspito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
I'll let you know.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Hey, why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in my room?
Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke?
There was a Rizzo's mascot poking around my room. I'd like to know why.
I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service. I think.
You got a serious security problem in this hotel.
Cedric has a security problem in this hotel. But your point is well taken. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm.
I'll take your word for it. Bye.
Aha!
Oh god, the lobby please. The VIP guest floor?
Oh, so what up
I want to go to the VIP guest floor!
to the lobby? We
Right, we're going to go find a coroner. Where the fuck is a coroner? This way. If it's brown, drink it down. Ignore the fact there's a fucking worm inside of it. Ow. Well, not a worm, but some kind of parasitic fucking bastard. Pardon me. Ow.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access, and... Welcome to the Perez Spaceport.
Oh, I'm still in Black Hole Bear. No wonder I couldn't find the coroner inside. Okay. Because this is going to be a long episode, which is basically my Saturday night stream, but there's an episode for this. And it's private, so nobody can see it.
Eyes up. I think we're about to be mysterious.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Aerodynamos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sublight Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Your safety's still on.
What? No, it isn't. Oh, forgot to put the clip in. There we go. Listen, I could still take you. Don't question my competence.
You're not really Slug, are you? Come on, pal. Don't do anything you would live to regret.
Regret? Regret? I regret nothing. You're going down.
Here they come.
What the fuck? His hands here.
Got him off. I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or Slug, I guess. I can't shake the feeling they had something to do with Ms. Helen's death.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off. Stand the taste of life sprats.
Greetings, criminal. This unit
would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrap Heap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keane has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Okay.
Damn it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keane, formerly the constable of the Aerodynamos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keane is survived by no known relatives.
What killed her?
Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the clavicle. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
I noticed some casings on the ground. Ammunition? No, that sounds like the same weapon that killed the mascot.
Yes, Inspector. These entry wounds match the profile previously detected on the Rizzo's Rangers mascot. Constable Maria Keane was likely killed by someone wielding the needler.
I noticed some casings on the ground. Ammunition? Ammunition?
These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
In medical purposes, amplifiers scan her blood for toxins.
High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected.
Potassium chloride, that would have stopped her heart.
These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death.
Make a note, find whoever did this and we'll make them pay.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Okay. Someone's deleted the archives.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Constable Keane is dead.
Understood. This unit requires a moment to process this information. Information processed. Personal designation upgraded to acting constable. Thank you. Law-abiding consumer.
I could use your help finding the killer.
Error. This unit is incapable of inspection, deduction, unassisted apprehension, or aggressive pursuit.
Did you kill Keane?
This unit has been programmed to adhere to board law. This unit is incapable of experiencing murderous or unlawful impulses.
I get you ask everybody that. Oh well, thanks for the talk.
This unit has been programmed to recommend a wine to pair with your grief. Wash away your sorrows with a glass of highly concentrated, partially fermented purple berry wine. Has a body richer than Byzantium's elite, with an earthy aftertaste redolent of mostly oak. Purple berry wine coming soon from Rizzo's.
Okay, so she's dead too. Oh my god. Oh, just dropping like flies, aren't they?
Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Hello. Welcome to Aerodynamos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Okay. Come on, where's the Mark IV equipment? I should be getting it now. I've got the Mark IV fucking... This way.
Hey, you! I got something I need to speak with you about. Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
Actually, the Unreliable is my ship. I'm fucked if I know. Sorry to tell you, but Hawthorne's dead. The ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
What, our cut? What do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
Sounds good. How else you know I'm working with you?
Oh yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Sounds good.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Already met her, actually. I kind of hope she is alive, Ruth Bellamy, Halcyon Helen, because that would be kind of fun.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like boneless bratwurst.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
I'm your mark for item retrieval. Tell me what you know and where I'm going.
You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
If you're not sure where, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some Slugite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
How about I just break the door down and take you with me?
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or do you think they're planning something?
Buy a bunk, huh?
Oh.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over.
There's a package I'm looking for. Came from the Rat King. Do you know where it is?
Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
Sure. I'm authorized. Slug boss Bitcart sends his regards.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. You're square. Don't know if anyone will care about whatever Zind is going missing, but I sure don't.
Bye. Hack 105. Wow, that sure needs a high fucking hack. Is my level maxed out? It is 36 the max level. What the fuck is all this shit? Uh-huh. That lets me get in and out of there without worries. Alright, okay.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
I got the cargo, what's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Aerodynamos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Why'd you get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Okay.
No compli-
Right, just get to get out of that conversation.
Welcome back. The Aerodynamos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
Thank you. I got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Aerodynamos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
I must be mistaken. I guess I'll just surrender this cargo to the constabulary.
Wait. On second thought, you should let me take a look. Just in case it's something I ordered and forgot about.
Yes.
Follow me to the back.
Woo!
Alright. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, Keane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
You won't. I can be trusted.
Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Let's have a look at your store. Can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Only Mark III equipment still. Oh, onslaught. That's not our Mark III equipment. Oh, hello there. Okay. Plasma rifle 3.0. Dead eye assault rifle 3. Hyper. Oh. I think I already got a light assault rifle Mark III, haven't I? Yeah, I already got a light assault rifle Mark III, but the hyper. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh. Tactical shotgun free. Come back for that later.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
One package of questionable goods delivered and signed for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Here you go.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
You're welcome. Right, you're Black Hole Bertie.
What do you want?
You're Black Hole Bertie, right?
Shh! Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
I'm an inspector and a damn good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Cognito. You're a bit disguised as a sprat and a wig. It's a very nice hat.
Yeah, it really draws attention to you. I never would have noticed the hungover-looking fella in the corner of the cantina was Black Hole Birdie if you weren't wearing that hat.
Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Wasn't she Ruth? Hang on, why is everyone referring to her as Helen? Her name's Ruth. Unless Halcyon Helen is actually called Helen and Ruth Bellamy is a cover name. I don't need to be clever, just honest.
That I can do. What do you want to know? So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Looter, half shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle, starry. 1 bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum. Top heavy. Should I go on?
I get it, he's been drinking, thanks Neoka.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Where'd you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Why did you steal a cow?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Can anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it? Why do you think she couldn't get it herself? You tell me she dumped you and asked you for a favour.
Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, you know, split. I don't know how long it was sitting there before I noticed.
Alright, so the data pad, did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
What did you do? You sure this guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, holding someone else's data pad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Well, I know you weren't sprinting for Sunday zone. Where'd you go? Did anyone else see that night? Think hard. Anyone anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Come on, who was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
You're already in trouble. Do you know who Nooka is? Not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble. Let's go for Nooka.
Should I?
Ever seen Terror on Monarch, Birdie?
Yeah?
You remember that part when she narrowly escapes the clutches of the Sulphur Queen and her pet Raptidons? They based it on me, Birdie. I'm the Queen of Monarch, and our captain here's got a ship.
They did? That doesn't seem right. Is that right?
I think we ought to take Birdie here on a little getaway. Take him home. Show him what I've done with the place.
Dip him in a sulphur pool. Introduce him to Manta Queen. Hang him over the edge of Devil's Peak. Introduce him to Manta Queen.
And her millions of little children. Ever been eaten alive from the inside?
No! This doesn't sound like a fun getaway at all. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Thanks, I'll follow up with Auric.
That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Any advice, Nahilka? Let's see the data pad.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
I'm sorry about Helen, Bertie.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Oh, thanks. I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around. In case anybody gives you trouble.
That's what Nilka's for. I can't let a suspect be part of the investigation.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
No. I do kind of believe the poor sod. I mean, as stupid as his story sounds, it's so stupid that it has to be true. you get what I mean? His story is so fucking stupid that there's no way he can be lying. No one comes up with stupid stories like that for no reason.
Hey, pal. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Better than beer?
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
That sounds medically inaccurate. Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
Oh, my puppies are asleep at my feet. I like to ask you about Bertie Holcomb, though.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance inspector brought to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you trouble, I just want to talk.
Alright, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what?
Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How'd you know Bertie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
What for?
He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean it does things to the head?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Alright, okay, that's done. There's that Harper Master's office, but I can go back to that later. Yeah, I still think that, yeah. Two theories still stand. One is she's alive, or B, I'm the one that killed her with time travel nonsense.
Have you seen the profit of profitability?
Oh!
We're pretty good at this.
Uh-huh. Oh. So the higher level equipment is now appearing. 113 armor. Oh, wow. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it wasn't. I think that's the clothing stole. Oh well, we'll take it back. Right, that shotgun free. Titanium. Next to Nyokas. Hyper level. A free and a free. Nothing from the gun. Short circuit. That's got to be a Johnny 5 reference.
Nicely done.
84 times 12.
It's done.
Bring this shotgun up. Yeah, and look at that go wee all the way up. Right, where's my hyper fucking kill bot weapon? Yeah, I'm gonna try that one out now. So short circuit can't be a Johnny 5 reference at all. Eh? That has got to be some fucking strong cable, especially since I got the fucking thruster aimed right at it.
Setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
So, stupidity happened here. Okay, usual shit. I can hear you. Oh, some sprat. No, that's fine. Sprats are fine. Sprats are one of the few things are not trying to kill me actively. I really want to shoot this guy.
Are we heading inside, Captain? Don't worry. I got your back.
Legal one, surprise.
Sir, I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
I think I'm just wandering and looking around for any weaponry I might find. Hi. Alright, sorry, I was just looking to steal things. No, yes, I was totally coming here to buy things.
Welcome to Hunter Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen. Have you seen or heard anything unusual?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something.
Intuition, right,
But
okay.
she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you're selling.
Hunter Supplies.
Right, we're getting some hypers in there. Titanium. Okay, some of the high level gears in there. How about you?
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Maybe what's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
Doesn't sound like something that should be wandering in a dangerous reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
So instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals. Doesn't seem very fulfilling. Do you want to explain what happened?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
That's
We
right.
can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
I'll keep an eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, Finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Alright, let's do this quest. Luckily I have the power of quest journal. That tells me exactly where to go. I miss Morrowind. Well, if it's head east, fucker, head east, and you'll find something. This little fucker's just following me, isn't he? Is she following that cannon?
Returning fire!
Seriously, come on! Why does they have to turn around when I'm sneaking along? Come on! Random routines my ass. It's just not going to let you sneak up on her. You're going to have to shoot them and then hopefully she doesn't notice you. Is that what it is? Okay, so she was following these cannons around and you just have to kill the cannons to get her. Right, so it's free. Shut up, you fucking... She was trying to milk the cannons, but they had nothing to milk, so she couldn't return. Why did you jump to the side? I said jump forward, you idiot! What is your problem? Stop fucking running, jumping when... Oh god, why game? Are you programmed to annoy me? Is that what this is? I found her.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
She was trying to milk cannons.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And you... Ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Okay.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Hey. Why does it keep me back in the fucking main quest in the main game? I don't... Okay, these two are clearly involved in a quest. What the fuck happened to that thing?
Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did free-range fixer.
To shred.
Ooh.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
There's always a possibility of poverty, there's always a possibility of cannibals in games. Oh, Henry weapon. Holy shit, that's a big complex, isn't it?
You make it look so easy.
Okay, so this is these infested folks. Okay, she's not so bad. No, she isn't. No.
By imagining wealth, I can evoke prosperity out of the universe.
That's good. Can you imagine food to stop hunger?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate a pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
How would these likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Tasty herbs.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Can you analyze these herbs?
Analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Okay, gone quiet.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
I'm looking for the murder. I'm looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen.
Certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Fuck off. Yeah, I've got murder to look into, sorry.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, brother. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Yeah, well, we are free of profit, but we're going to make lots of money. I'm going to ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her.
Shut up.
We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear. Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
You didn't get along with her?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Why, where were you at the time of the murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
Can I tell her? They seem toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
I'm sure the dead people don't ever complain, do they?
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
I'm going to ask a few questions about Halcyon Helen.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Did you notice any unusual behaviour in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But Something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet. Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
She had some kind of feud with Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Certainly.
Okay.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Sure.
I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
You couldn't have mentioned this earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Okay. She did come here. Okay. She's gonna be dead when we get back, isn't she? We're gonna go find this body, and we'll get back, and she'll be dead. It's murdered in the same way with a needler. And we were nothing more than a way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size, not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Wonder why I mentioned Sophia Candy there.
Timeline discrepancy detected.
Yeah, BB. What's up, fuck?
Timeline discrepancy detected. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline is judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt. A person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Corpses don't get up and walk away. There's no evidence of the body being torn apart.
Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Let's keep this in mind. Could this be this was specifically set up to throw us off the trail? Let's be careful. Yeah, a whole lot of this just seems like a whole fucking... Right. She's gonna be dead when we get back. She was shot by the Needler as well. It's all one big marketing stunt, or Halcyon Helen is in fact, you know, her real name, and Ruth Bellamy's alias, and she's a detective hired by the company, or yeah, I'm going by the big fucking marketing stunt right now. Oh, she's alive. Well done.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
I followed your trail to where you dumped some in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
Nothing there, but by its proportions I'd say a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw a message from Helen in your terminal about her attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead.
That explains the poison.
After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
They didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial? You're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak.
I don't think you killed anybody, certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Okay, the only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Constable's dead. Yeah, you're up the wall. I am not getting a deputy or anyone else to feel falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Yeah, okay. Oh, what a nutball. Yeah, why does everyone keep referring to her as Halcyon Helen? She must be Ruth Bellamy, so why does everyone call her Helen? So as I said, either my two theories is she is Helen and Ruth Bellamy is alias, and yay. She's actually an inspector using the whole celebrity status as a cover. Or... yeah, she could still be alive.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it. Would you mind washing your hands before you give it? No, let's hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was also trying to poison Helen. Sure it wasn't the hotel food, so I'll go speak to Spencer then.
Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
Our third option, outside option here is it's a combination of a lot of different stupid things that happened. And no one actually murdered her.
Aha! Oh, split up. Next stop.
Okay, let's go ask Rizzo to go talk to the fucking VIP guest.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keane is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Sorry, she was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keane. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Yeah, that really is just a black image on top of another image moving past. Anyway, whoever murdered her used the needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk, I'll find her who did this.
What can I do for you?
I managed to track down Black Hole Bertie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious doesn't give Bertie's something from a character, he's harmless, but I feel bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Go easy on him, he just lost the love of his life.
I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Birdie. Whatever it was, she seemed to trust him implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Birdie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Bertie's agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I finished looking into Jasmina Levy, Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
Julia wants to be arrested. I think she's a fraud and a cheat. She's clearly an overhead. She really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Still consider my options, but no.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Okay.
Inspector?
Aha! Oh, what?
How'd you get into the VIP guest floor? Okay. Must need to continue more on then. Probably if I finish talking to this guy, we'll get. Oh, fuck that shit. Piraeus. Totally not a pirate spaceport, it's Piraeus. That's what the Harbour Master office is for.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
I need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
I can put in a good word for Cedric about his incredibly helpful secretary.
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume.
First I want to hear an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run on some slug agents. Slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
It's pretty obvious they weren't slug. One forgot to load his pistol.
Did he really? My word, I hope you shot him. Clearly someone out there wants you thinking I sent my goons after you. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Gosh, could it possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where do I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So your alibi is you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
I bet you'd make a killing and selling tickets to her funeral.
Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder then.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I'll say this once, whoever's behind this is going to jail, not to you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her.
Well, I'll just shoot you.
No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Going silent.
Searching. He's got nothing on him. I'm just searching this bottle of glacier water. And these energy cells. And this hand cannon. What the fuck? Alright.
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
The gun in the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze the fingerprints.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Oh right, obviously. Just making sure. As I expected.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Biddy biddy biddy. What's up, Buck? Yeah, not impossible for somebody up here and get in there.
Timeline discrepancy detected. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short range transmission capabilities. Receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
No.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has it been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding areas. Taste the dust. It tastes dusty, but not dusty enough.
Captain, I'm getting worried over this fascination you're developing with licking random objects.
Additional analysis concludes your hypothesis is correct, Inspector.
Arthur, don't go encouraging the captain.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Why'd you keep licking things, Captain? More.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues to put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
How long has it been here?
Please don't taste the dirt this time.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Don't taste the dirt this time. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just passing through. Please don't taste the dirt this time, Captain. Oh, well, okay then, since you asked us so politely.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Poor Pavarti's like, oh, I can get spare parts. Hello.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I had to take down a few perps, yeah.
Perps? Just like a real inspector.
Yeah.
Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
What's culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
The criminal minds is strange and unknown.
Even to an inspector? Gosh, that must make your job awfully tough.
Yeah.
Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
It's both are sad.
I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe it's a problem with automechs.
Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
You know, why won't someone want to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
You're refreshingly well prepared.
I wish you were being sarcastic.
Okay. Hack is 90. So stealth skills. Hack. Oh, I didn't need to do that then. because she had the key card for me, but whatever. I got XP for it. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Warning.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Find the standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Look inside it.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Pavarti, I think you could disable the failsafe.
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Okay. Shipment 6875. What's in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
You one of the new workers?
Couple questions.
Hey, if it meant... Figured it...
Okay, does Cedric know what it is then? Okay.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
What's in 6875? The constable's dead.
Constable Keane? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
It was murder, alright.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Aerodynamos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keane's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
I intend to. You're actually upset about this.
We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
I'm sorry, Constable Keane, she didn't deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
I solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed a loading mix security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
That was to cover up the one big one. It was random except for one single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
I found this.
Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever the device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
And she used it to research Slug shipments instead. I get it, she died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe he did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
He's just so fucking open about it. I don't believe him. I just don't disbelieve him. It's a special case like Bertie. You can't make up that shit. There's the basics of it.
Inspector?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you, he's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
No. He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. I can't see past that alibi. Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keane, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Right, so where do I go next?
Aha! Oh. Oh.
So how do I get access to...
Aha! To the lobby.
How do I access to the fucking VIP guest floor? I'm going to guess it's none of the suspects. This is all... Oh, now you go see the concierge to get... Oh, right.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest who have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Bye-bye.
Aha!
VIP.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Right.
Great work.
Wish I could do that.
Damn, got some nimble fingers, Captain.
I'm just inspecting every fucking room I come across. And there's no reaction from the gun. Okay.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon Helen.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something, a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph, I'm here to ask some questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Did you derive some kind of pleasure from wasting people's times? Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Why didn't you go to the clinic?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
She wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor. Very well, then.
Okay. That'd be nice, just break into his hotel room and say, who exactly are you? Yeah, there aren't hotel rooms, so let's go break into them quickly. Oh, he's the guy who is with Black Hole. Yeah.
Mental note. Next time we got cows in the cargo bay, have a woolly cow party.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
Alcohol blood levels. Okay. That's some worrying discoloration in the eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Bertie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Well, he did admit he went away afterwards, so... That's probably just to get you suspicious at him until you find him. Mark 4.
Easy.
Oh, there he is. So a plasma weapon did it in.
Aha! To the lobby.
Oh, come on. Let's go, 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 go. Well, Naoka has that fucking Gatling thing, so...
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
What about Purple Berry Glades, Keane and Flank Steaks? I'm here to investigate Halcyon Helen's murders. What's the path to fly? Okay. Helen.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Helen's last meal was poisoned.
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Why are you being so evasive then?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
If you tell me the truth, I might be more inclined to believe the rest of what you say.
Well, I suppose that's as good a point as any I've heard. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Where can I find Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
Okay, what is Spencer doing here?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Okay. Why should we vent, you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keane has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Thank you for your understand.
Yeah, bye-bye. But Constable Keane's dead. And apparently I'm at max level. Alright, okay, so I've got that footage now. My god. Yeah, that's aimed right at that cable. That'd be fucking heating it right up and melting it. That cable's practically fucking useless. Oh, Bellhop is gonna be dead, isn't he? One of the canned victims. Hey-ho. Okay. So he's got to answer about what he was doing. Okay.
Aha! If you
Yeah. Shut up, woman. We know you want an autograph.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? Ask me anything.
Shut up. Yeah.
Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further. Very well.
Okay.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
I found a bottle of tainted liquor. May have something to do with your poisoning.
That, yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
What is with the Terry bell gland?
What? That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant.
If a terror gland was appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it. Yeah, he just said he was hungry.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about it being poisoned. Oh, that should be good. Talk.
I will. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What did you have me say instead?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom, or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
I'll keep you in suspense, it's more fun that way. Alright, I'll keep your partners a secret. Okay.
Thank you very much, Inspector. And for what it's worth, I really do hope you find the true murderer.
I think it's a combination of everything at this point. Everything that happened is all combined to kill her. Like, all the poison she got from that fucking woman out in the wilderness. Plus the poison he gave her and all that.
Next stop.
And then someone shot her for good measure.
Inspector? Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
The poisoner's none on Owens, the former bellhop. Sure, let's just lie to the man.
Bellhop Owens. Recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy? Gross incompetence? I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Right. Now, I am out of suspects now. Let's have a look what it says.
Inspector? I've been waiting.
Shut up. Well, I've investigated everybody and they're all clean. What if it's him?
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I've interviewed everybody else. You're the most likely culprit.
I knew hiring you was a mistake. I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver... We're done.
You sound pretty defensive. Got something to hide?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
This entire investigation is a farce.
If you have no proof, then you... Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
I'll be right over.
Now, Inspector. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
So guys, should we helping out or...
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Aerodynamos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Oh, okay, so that is actually genuinely funny. I'm kind of wondering if she's still alive. And that body we found was just, I don't know, someone made to look like her, or her twin sister or sort of deal, or it's her from the future doing it all. I can't wait to find out. I've got a few fun theories, I just want to find out now. I kind of suspected from the moment that I started getting...
I just wanted to make you smile!
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Alright, let's go. Stop poisoning me with your fucking Rizzo fucking alcohol. Yeah, see, she's still alive.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, that's a fair question. Do you want to explain how you're still alive? Can we take a step back and not blow up any buildings while I'm still in them?
That's gonna depend on whether or not you're on my side.
Don't listen to her. How can you possibly trust the word of someone who lacks the decency to stay dead?
You were never my target, Inspector. I've no intention of killing you unless you stand in my way.
I'm not looking for a fight, I just want to know what's going on.
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Face shock. Administrator Ludovico, a murderer and a coward? Why, I never...
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'm no coward. I bloodied my hands to save this colony. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete.
Called that weirdly.
Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
How many people you killed, Helen? I found him rummaging through your things.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keane, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keane, she was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
Fair enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Fine.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Helen, you know, which one of you is Bertie's girlfriend, you know, because if you're single, I'm definitely with you. You know, joking. I'll believe Helen.
The lesser of two evils, I suppose. Let's get...
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors.
Oh, okay.
You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Let's move.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Hell of a job.
Inspector, you have a talent for breaking and entering. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide benign to humans, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
I'll meet you there.
See you soon, Inspector.
Oh, come on, tell me there's gonna be somebody for the fucking... as a love interest for the main character now.
Ew. How do they keep the fountain's juice fresh? Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.
Ah. Hello.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Do you need a minute?
Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If you can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
So your immune system could destroy the parasite before the larval stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perez Spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Oh, you mean sprat nucleons? They're commonly used in medical experiments. I should be able to synthesize an effective antiparasitic.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast, let me borrow your needler. Cedric's may want a piece of Ludovico. I can recruit his help.
I like the way you think, Inspector. We could use another ally. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
I want to ask you about Belinda.
Why, Inspector? Am I being questioned?
I'm not an inspector anymore, call me Hawthorne. No, we're just talking.
Fair enough. I do owe you at least a few honest answers. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
People know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself a secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
She was important to you. If I were you, I'd want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back. But I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
Fair point. Nobody else knew you had a twin sister? Not even, Black Hole Bertie?
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
You went pretty far. You became Halcyon's best paid stars.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
That's all.
I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
I want to hear the whole story.
It's a long story, Inspector.
I got time.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Aerodynamos. Shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go. But I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Why didn't Belinda want to go?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
What happened when you got to Aerodynamos?
Belinda and I arrived on Aerodynamos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
Except for his temper problem. I found the ruined picnic.
Bertie has a dreadful temper. I was worried about Belinda for a while, but she told me he'd never lay a finger on her, and I took her at her word. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
I heard you insisted on a tour of the labs.
I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium. A parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Okay, he realised what you're up to. He thought he'd exposed his plans.
I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Don't blame yourself.
I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Goodbye. Okay, let's go find the thingies.
Aha!
Let's go. Oh my word. I've been saying all along that it might have been her, and she's somehow still alive. I probably would have not realised that. I was actually right. need to go down here and up there to get this egg sack.
Me?
I'll show you happiness! Great work, Kyle!
Okay, what did I just do? Oh right, I hacked the 2 ways. Alright.
Nice.
Hell, everything that moves. She's got that Gatling gun. I've got like 568 med packs, so who cares? Did I remember to put my clothes back on? Yeah. Wow. How did I break my leg? Certainly was a fun mystery to solve, but you know, wasn't the hardest in the world to come up with an answer for. Fucking broken ankle every 2 seconds. Come on, heal that broken leg. Come on, let's go find the dude.
I wonder what they use this bunker for.
Manticore as well now. Oh, come on, fuck! Stop with the bullshit of just, oh, we're going to kill you over and over now. You're not allowed to fast travel because we've got these big monsters outside your fucking travel zone. B for Berlinda, that's what she was spelling
I
out,
wonder what
wasn't
they
it?
use this bunker for. Got it. Inside one.
I'll fix you right up!
Thank God.
Here I go!
Right. We get it, your DLC's fully fucking, so...
Libations on me, folks. Incoming!
Don't you frown at me!
What a bummer! I'll show you happiness! You're my joy! Real funny! I just want to be your friend!
They're both in the same place.
How'd you get in here alive? You...
I'm fine.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
Ludovic's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
It gets worse. He wants to infect all the colony of those slugs.
It's an ambitious plan, I'll give him that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Architect's balls because I'm a sprat fucking inspector, damn it. You're joking. Appealing to your...
Could I encourage you to pause and take a deep breath? I can see this has all been very stressful for you. You can expect Slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Much appreciated. Tell them bring any of the best weapons and any personal issues would like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
I'm going to disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
I'm working with Helen.
With Helen? You don't say.
It's a longer story than we have time for. Why damn it, did you know she was alive?
You flatter me, but no, of course not. Knowing implies certainty. I merely suspected. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
Well, yes, well, probably. It's the best chance we have.
Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with Essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the Essence of Sprat you need in there.
Not gonna ask. Hold on, you told me you didn't believe in coincidence.
You're right. I don't. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
He's as fucking paranoid as me, and he worked it out. And so he had everything ordered up, ready to go. Oh, yes.
I knew I smelled Sprat in here.
This fucking bastard is just as paranoid as I am. And he knew what was going on and had everything ready. Oh, what a motherfucker this guy is. I like him. I really like this guy. Right, I'm going back out there, see you later. This motherfucker, man, I love him. I don't believe in coincidence. Coincidentally, I happen to have the exact thing you're looking for. He knew everything was up. Right, okay. Pour in the essence of Sprat and parasite eggs. Calibrate device, then pour in the ingredients. Right. How do I disperse it? Oh, the pilot house, yes.
This reeks of unhappiness.
You can stand there while I go free use all the parasites.
Greeting protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
Disperse this instead.
Affirmative. Dispersing. Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
Motherfucker. Let's go kill him. Hopefully Helen and the other guy's there. Sergio. Serdico, or whatever you call him. Okay, so this is really set up so you have to run there. Alright, let's go. Kill, 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 kill. Wow.
It's nothing personal, I swear.
Neil can just shoot some of her bottle Rizzos. Okay. You see the fireworks outside? You could get those two for that. And the also you can come in and get this one.
And we're alive.
Wonder what they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch of Spectrum Brown?
Here we go. Into the...
Hell. Depths of hell. Shit zone. There's a lot of words they could use now also.
Never felt so damn good in my life.
Look at us!
Okay, my armor is needing a bit of anti-fucked up. Talking of which, where is my... No, my man. Yes.
Don't like that at all. Real funny. Even chuckles you all. Just wanted to make you smile. I just want to be your friend.
I don't want to be your friend. I could have snuck through here. Why does everyone have to be at the very, very bottom of a very, very deep fucking building? Remember the last planet we were on, Oregon? Oh shit. They have too much like detected magic spawn.
Everybody okay? Great. Hey, that's impressive.
No one's safe in here.
This is it. Check your weapons, folks. Could be anything in there.
I like how there's going to be all this build up and then it'll be just nothing.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
There's someone behind you or something.
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry. You'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
Hold up your hand. I know you're about to start a monologue. I don't care.
I beg your pardon.
Hurry up. I need to kill you before Ada starts worrying about me.
I appreciate your optimism. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the Queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous.
What if I feed you to her?
Your Highness. Dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Damn! Merciful law! Stop!
Oh, yep. Okay, let's see that one coming. Totally. I totally did not see that one coming. But we're going to have to fight this big bitch. Maybe I'm just ripping right through her health there. Oh, hi. What the fuck happened to my fire rate? Sorry, Pavarti, you were down here in the middle of that. Oh. That's an assault rifle with Henry.
It's done.
Ah, so you can just burn it with... Ah. You don't have to get near it.
You make it look so easy.
This machinery cluster is now active. Please exercise caution.
Well, we didn't really need it. I just sat there and fired like a motherfucker. Right, so that's actually that and okay. Right, okay. Something wrong with the map, but whatever.
You made it! I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Thanks. Don't say anything. Right, let's hope there's nothing waiting for us at the top of this. Like another fucking queen or something. But hey-ho. It wasn't exactly the hardest kill ever. Okay, let's end this DLC. We can see the close screen afterwards. Hello. Want to come with?
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
How are you feeling? You sound disappointed?
Is that so strange? I imagined this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice. Give it time. Revenge won't bring back your sister. Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared.
Join the ship?
Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Goodbye.
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy.
Come on, Helen. Join the ship, Helen.
Thank you for everything. If you're lucky, we'll cross orbits again.
Promise? Promise? Wow. That was certainly a DLC. But, yeah. Given my plenty of games I played, I just seen the ending from the start. I mean, obviously I had a couple of theories, but I at least managed to work it out across all my theories.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not Inspector anymore, I finished the Aerodynamos job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Alright, Humry, who did you think killed Halsey and Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations?
Closer than you think.
Excellent. I'm pleased to discover my ability to predict human behavior is accurate. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem.
How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. but it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Right. Right, okay, we have completed the DLC. I'll complete this quest again next episode. It'll be one big episode, so we can see the ending slides, what happens for Halsey and Helen. Hopefully for once someone joins us on the ship rather